Welcome back, everyone. I'm trying to keep a close eye on this, and this has been going. I caught this yesterday morning, and it's still going. I posted 2 videos on my YouTube channel, Funny Clouds, and this morning we didn't have a good GOES image. But we have one now, and this is just incredible what's going on here. Look at all the microwaves in here. Look at all that. All of this here is the signature patterns of radio waves. Look, how could this be normal or natural due to wind currents? All these things going in all these different directions. Look at this up here, folks. Look at this. And look at this. Now let's go back in case you're just coming into this. Let's zoom here. We can see this is a NEXRAD site near Houston, Texas. And it has been in this searchlight mode. See the beams coming out? This is what it's doing. Once again, this mode will heat the atmosphere if these beams stay on for over 5 minutes. And they're radiating out in 360 degrees for over 24 hours. Okay? Look what's going on the ground here. Look at this. Notice how we have 2 layers of clouds. The ones, or maybe even 3. This one here, with where you see most of the signatures, does not seem to be moving, hardly at all. But there's one on top of it that is. And notice that this is rotating in this direction, which has to be from the heating of the atmosphere. And look at this. Look at this. Coming up from the south in mid-October. Oops. Might have got a refresh there. Wow. Okay, overnight, and then this morning. Look, that mass is still there. Still the same pattern as it was yesterday. Where's all this moisture coming from? Being pulled in from the Gulf here by this rotation and sent this way, sent to the east, to the north and east. Just incredible. Just incredible. Now the basic question is, does NEXRAD affect weather? Come on. You don't have to be a weatherman to know which way the wind blows. Okay, don't overcomplicate this. Trust your eyes. Trust your eyes and the knowledge that this searchlight mode heats the atmosphere. Same principle as ionospheric heaters, it's just doing it from the ground. This is incredible, folks. This is incredible. I'm just stopping these loops because I don't have a lot of RAM on my computer. I mean, if it weren't, look how, it's just so obvious. just so obvious how messed up this is. Is this a normal weather pattern for the continental southern United States for this time of year? They would have us believe it is. Yeah, don't trust your own judgment or your own lying eyes. Don't believe what you see. Believe what we tell you. It's all a psyops, folks. Remember, it always starts with the psychological operations are all worked out in detail. But that's a whole other thing. I'm digressing. Look at this mess. Really? Coming out of arid lands? Look at these various different rotations. Look at it going in the opposite direction. They have this so jumbled up. Of course they have to. You can't control weather unless you make it do exactly the opposite of what it wants to naturally do. You just can't. It has to get screwed up. But they're so stupid. These psychopaths are so stupid. They think they can control this. This is the depth and breadth of their hubris and stupidity. Is they think that they can control this and get it to all suddenly be okay, and they can just press a button and, the computers will take care of it, man. We got the AI on it. What a bunch of fools. Look at these patterns up here. Radio waves, radio waves, radio waves. Yes, it looks pretty jumbled up, and you think to yourself, well, I can't make sense of that. That's right. You'd have to be a supercomputer to try and keep this all from just erupting or imploding into a huge environmental meltdown, but that is coming. Believe me, these radio frequencies are going to cause a complete collapse and bring on a universal destruction. Where else can it go? Where else can it go if they continue? Okay, I'm doing a lot of speculating here, but it's about their psychology and all, but the deal here is just how messed up it is. Wow. And as noted yesterday, how can you have a huge cloudy area, low pressure system, right? That's what clouds are. Cloud and damp weather is all associated with a low pressure system. How can you have a low pressure system splitting off like this? I can tell you why. Because of this. Because of this heating the atmosphere. Yes, Stephen, you're no expert. You don't know what you're looking at. It's very complicated, man. No, it's not complicated. They have complicated it. But weather itself used to be all explained and observed as high pressure and low pressure interacting. What do we have here? We have microwaves in place of pressure. We have water vapor unnaturally steered by radio waves. And of course, sprayed with aerosols, toxic aerosols, conductive aerosols, so that the microwaves will be more active on the water vapor. The aerosols act as condensation nuclei. Water molecules attach to them and gather, forming drops, which are then, the center of that drop is then affected by radio wave frequencies, vibrations. It's not hard to figure out, folks. This is not. They would have us believe it's complicated, but it is not complicated at all. So don't doubt what you see with your own eyes. Don't doubt that when you look up in the sky and you see these waves overhead, and the spraying, and the ground generated water vapor coming from industry. Yes, industry is involved with the rapid evaporation, on demand water vapor. They couldn't do this unless they could control the water vapor, and that's what it's all about. What do you think it's all about? It's about controlling all the water resources on the planet. These atmospheric rivers. And then they drop the rain wherever they want as a weapon or as a way to prevent drought or create drought. Well, I'm digressing about many things, but we can still see that this NEXRAD station is heating the atmosphere and has been for 24 plus hours. 24 plus hours. I will say it again. Climate change is purposeful weather modification. At any rate, the update is Houston is still broadcasting its searchlight mode and heating the atmosphere. Thanks for listening, everyone. Try not to worry. But pray. Pray for us all. Pray for us.